gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
When it comes to complexity and auxiliary of bodybuilding and the focusing in on what your body responds to favorably. Now, as I said, I have a long history, and I have a lot of people that say, well, my best exercise, that's my best exercise, this is my best exercise. Well, I remember early in you guys never heard of him. I don't even have to think twice about it because you didn't. But he's been his name, Eric Peterson. He was very unusual at the time because he had a very, very high bicep. It was unusual in our day. And we all wanted to know, hey, Eric, how'd you get that high bicep? The main exercise he did was one-arm concentration curls. That was the main exercise he did for his bicep. Now, I said, well, you know, I didn't take to it. Okay, so we were doing regular curls, barbell curls. Then we had Marvin Eder. His main exercise for his arms was standing strict barbell curls. That was his exercise. That's what he gravitated to for building his arms. And then we had the Larry Scott. There's a number of different guys. He was very intrigued by the lower bicep, the belly, which isn't developed a lot in most biceps. And so he used to do this on the exercise equipment. They used to call it the Scott curls. That was very popular. He built really nice round biceps. Now, then we had the Zeller curls, which was he would do them in not in a straight manner, but in a half bent manner. So that's why we call them the Zeller curls. That was his favorite exercise. You know, I did them all, but the exercise that intrigued me was the seated alternate dumbbell curl. That was the thing that I felt that feeling from, that surge from. Not that I didn't do all the other exercises. I mean, I did them, but none of them took the place of the alternate dumbbell curl. So that's what I'm saying, my friends. When you've been training any length of time, beginners shouldn't get involved in all these different aspects because you haven't developed enough muscle structure for that yet. But as you progress, pick the exercise for the body part that you gravitate to, the body respond to. I mean, I get guys say they got to use support to do certain exercises. If that's what they got to use, then use it. I say anything that gets you through the night, use it. I remember Frank Sinatra said, if it gets you through the night, it's good for you. And if it's the thing that you feel comfortable with, do it. It's just like the tricep curls. You get a lot of guys get injuries from the tricep curl, which is doing the tricep curl with your arm overhead and straighten it out. A lot of guys got elbow injuries because they stretched it too long, too far, and they didn't have enough development, comparable development to compensate for that stretch. So then the guys found they had to do it with not so far over and not so restrictive. And you take the bench press. For some reason, we loved it. All of our exercise was the wide grip Olympic bar, collar to collar, because it gets the outside pec. It thickens it. The closer you come into the grip, the closer your arms come to, the more your triceps come into play, and the less your pectorals come into play. So that's why I say you got to blend. Now we love that feeling. Wide grip, maximum. Oh, what a feeling that was. We all did that in the gym. because we liked it. But a lot of guys, not all of us, but some guys didn't like that kind of a stretch because you can't use as much weight collar to collar as you can, closer grip. So what I'm trying to say is, this is just some of the exercises that you have to use complexity and versatility in when you use it. Don't do lunge to an exercise because John Doe did it. If you don't feel the feeling, because you know something, my friends, you know me, the ones that do know me, the body will talk to you. The body will tell you whether it's happy for what you're doing to it. And if it's happy, it will respond accordingly. A lot of times you do an exercise, you're just not happy with it because you're not falling into that groove. I call it the auxiliary groove, the complex groove, the groove where body and motion is in harmony. So now you see, you take the curl like I mentioned before. You cannot build your biceps without bringing your arm forward. You can't build your bicep, but it's different methods of doing it. And you find the method that suits you or the method and try them all. Because you'll fall into a groove where you'll be concentrating on a certain exercise that will bring out the maximum in what you want to do in that particular body part. This is just give you an idea how I'm here for you, my friends. Not to say go left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. It's to tell you to compromise with your body and your receptions, how you receive the exercise you're doing. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to tune in to MrYorkieLover.com, and we have the website there. I want you to check in on the pictures that we're selling. And I want you to also want you to go to check out my website, and you see where I come from, LeroyColbert.com. To be continued, my friend. I quit this bitch.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here. MrYorkieLoverFitness.com